Me, I give attitude. What do you mean I give attitude? Hello and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be talking all about the 4 simple secrets that I tend to find most people miss when it comes to getting the most out of your marriage. Now my husband and I have been together for about 18 years now. Give or take a few months, and we've been married for 10 of those years, and we've got 3 children. And I want to share with you basically the 4 things that we do on a day-to-day basis that has allowed us to grow closer, grow stronger, and pretty much stand the test of time. Number 1, guys, we talk. We talk like a lot. And this isn't just about being, talking so that you can be heard. This is about talking and you're actively listening as well. So it's not about you trying to jump in and finish off their sentences because you think you know what they're trying to say, or it's not about you trying to correct them mid-sentence because you think, oh, they've got that part wrong, that's not what you meant. It's not about that. It's about, as much as you talking, obviously, say what you want to say, you also have to actively listen to what they're saying and asking questions. So it's not like you saying, oh, so what you're trying to say is, that's not how you ask a question to clarify. You could be like, okay, so are you trying to say, or is this what you mean when you said this? That's different from, so what you're trying to say is, so communicate, learn how to communicate with each other, because once you know how to talk to each other and correct each other as well on how you speak to each other. I mean, there was a time at uni, we were having a heated discussion with my husband, and he had to pull me up on it afterwards and say, you give me a lot of attitude when you talk, and I feel like, and that makes me shut down, and I don't feel like I can talk to you. And I'm like, me, I give attitude. What do you mean I give attitude? And clearly I did, because there were a couple of times I had to kind of like, whoa, Shay, I get what he's trying to say now, and that shuts him down and he doesn't respond well to that. And I can understand that if somebody was giving me the same kind of attitude that I was giving myself, I would shut down as well. So what's the point? So make sure that you know how to communicate with each other. And even when you've had a conversation, talk about it later on in terms of things that you didn't really like or things that you really appreciate that they did, because it just helps you grow closer and it just allows you to know each other a lot more. Number 2, guys, you need to make consistent efforts. Now, I'm not saying you're not making an effort if you're going out to dinner or planning the grand, surprises. The issue here is making consistent effort. And I find that a lot of people put a lot of pressure on themselves because making effort is the grand things. And because it's the grand things, they can't make it consistent. Whereas making an effort is as simple as just saying thank you, saying please. They are still an individual. Don't get comfortable just because you're married. It stops you from treating them as an individual. Don't get comfortable because you're married. You can't appreciate them for the little things that they do. Trust me, a simple thank you, a simple please, a simple well done, a simple you're amazing, that's fantastic. Make an effort. It doesn't have to be the grand, show of your love and affection. It's the consistent effort in the little things as well. And trust me, consistent effort when it comes to little things, as well as the big things. You don't get a whole pass just to just focus on the little things. Do the big things as well, whatever that means to you. But the consistent effort is so important when it comes to building that marriage that you want, that you love, that you want to be in. So one way I find that my husband makes effort with me, just to give you an example, is that let's say he's out, doing the house shopping or something. He would get me my favorite biscuit or favorite drink or something that he knows that I would like, and he would buy it with the shopping because I haven't asked him to do it. So for me, that's like, oh, you're thinking about me. Oh, thanks, babe. Or the way I make effort with him is, let's say I go out, I go out for dinner and he's out at home with the kids. Yes, day off. I would get him something from the menu that he likes, that I know he would like. He wasn't expecting it, and it would be a bit of a surprise and be like, oh, baby, you're thinking, okay, obviously you wouldn't think about it, think about that. Anyway, he'll be thinking, look, oh, she was thinking about me. We prioritize our relationship, and this isn't just saying, oh, I love you and I put you first before, everybody else. This is us showing each other that we prioritize each other, because at the end of the day, if me and my husband are good, the kids are good. So we make time, we carve specific time away from the kids, away from the family, away from the friends, and we spend it together. And it's about us understanding that we are important to each other, and it's not just always on me planning things. He also takes the initiative and he plans things, because we both want to feel that we are important to each other in our marriage. The way that my husband shows that I'm priority for him is he takes the time, he will plan it, because I'm the planner, I'm the organizer. So naturally I just tend to just organize things. That's what I do. If he doesn't do it, I don't take it to heart, because it's just naturally who I am. But because he knows that's who I am, and he knows how much I would appreciate it when he takes lead and he takes charge and he plans, the dinners and the getaways. And when I say plan, he plans it all. Like, he will call up my mom or my friends, but like, can you guys look after the kids for a couple of hours? Like, he will sort the kids out. It's him showing me that I am priority in his life, Number 3, you have to be flexible. Now, this isn't saying that you throw out your morals or you throw out what it is that makes you you, because at the end of the day, they married you for who you are. They married you knowing the kind of person and the morals that you have. It is about you being flexible and being open-minded to doing things differently, because at the end of the day, you married somebody different, and the way they do things, the way you do things, the way you see things, the way they see things is going to be different. And that's what allows you to be able to navigate the ups and downs of what is married life. Married life is not a linear thing where you just like, oh, hi babe, I love you, hi babe, I love you, and that's it. No, marriage has its ups, it has its downs, and being flexible and being able to be open-minded and being able to be ready to compromise on certain things is going to allow you to navigate through all of that. I also find that being flexible and open-minded is actually going to allow you and your husband to find more of common ground. So for example, there was a time right before we got married, me and my husband went to a financial advisor and we had a pot of money ready to buy a property, but she was like, oh, you know, you guys need to invest this, you invest it. I was like, yo, what do you mean invest? Money that we've been saving to buy a property, you want me to now take it all and invest and lose the money? But my husband was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, whoa, babe, slow down, what's going on? Well, with that situation, I found that I was very risk adverse. Like, I just didn't want to take any type of risk, and whereas he was ready to go, and we had to be flexible. Both of us had to be flexible and meet like in the middle ground. We had to find a compromise that worked for both of us, and I found that being flexible allowed us not only to find that common ground, but it allowed me to know him a bit more, and he knew me a bit more as well in terms of, you know, the kind of risks that we want to take. And honestly guys, without having that flexibility, that open-mindedness, so that we can come to a compromise, we would not be where we are today in terms of our assets and where we are financially. Number 4, guys, the big one, trust. Now, if you do not have trust in your marriage, you are building it on unstable ground. Trust is a big thing when it comes to marriage, when it comes to any relationship. My husband and I maintain trust in our relationship by making sure that we are honest with each other, even if it hurts. So, you know, there'll be some mornings where I've brushed my teeth and my husband's like, babe, your brush is still kicking. I'm like, babe, why would you say that? But I'm upstairs brushing my teeth again, because I know it comes from a place of love. And I think that's the difference, guys. And that's how you build trust in a relationship. Make sure when you're talking and you're communicating, it's coming from a place of love. It's coming from a place of, you know, non-malicious intent. It's coming from a place because you want the other person to be better, to do better. And also, if you say you're going to do something, do it, because trust is broken when you don't keep your promises. Trust is broken when you don't keep to your word. And don't get comfortable because you're married, or, you know, I don't need to do it because we're married, she'll understand or he'll understand. No. Make sure if you say you're going to do something, do it. Your wife or your husband is just as important for you to keep to your word as is your friend or your family member. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.